Flares, he's known for being a very aggressive and slaying heavy player. He hasn't necessarily brought that in a couple of the matches they've played. Spades has definitely stepped up in that regards, and Azzy has been very rock solid. It's hard to say whether or not coming into the championship Sunday if they're going to be able to continue that.
I mean, on the other side of the board, I want to see Cones and Perko going absolutely buck wild there in that hard point. I've got high hopes for both of them. When it gets down to the S&D, it's, you know, it's hard to get away from what we've already seen of Infamous. Kitty's an S&D god. Yeah. It's a fact. He's going to be doing great things there for his team, you know. But it's all up in the air at this stage. We haven't seen Darksided play. They've got a ton of game time under their belt, but this could go either way for me.
Well, let's see if Infamous will get bucked. We're going to be getting into the action very, very shortly. But before we do, we all know this is the first event of the Asia-Pacific calendar for the Call of Duty World League, and there are 10,000 pro points up for grabs for the winners. But the event coming up straight after this is going to be CWL Dallas. Now, the reason this event is so vital, it is the last chance for teams competing in the Call of Duty World League to try and get those sweet and juicy points to qualify for the Global LAN League, the premier esports event of the 2017 season, where we will see teams converge to the United States to play on LAN over 2 complete stages. It is going to be absolutely nuts. Now, CWL Dallas is going to have 2 spots available in pool play for Asia Pacific teams, and of course, that's going to be a huge event, and again, the last chance to get points for that Global LAN League. It is going to be absolutely awesome. And following that, we do have CWL Sydney Open 2, presented by PS4, coming up over May 12 to 14. But Miles, the Global LAN League, how hyped are you for that? Are you containing yourself right now?
No, my legs are shaking, my knees are weak, arms are heavy. This is the most incredible scale of a kind of LAN league like this. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. The scale is unprecedented. It is going to be off the chain. The entire world is going to be battling out for the prestige of being called the best team in the world at Call of Duty, James. Isn't it rad to be a part of it?
It's absolutely nuts this year. I mean, the way that Activision have stepped up their game in terms of the schedule and how it's operating this year, I know the players are loving the amount of LANs we're having. That's a big, you know, a big point, a big talking point. There's so many opportunities for everyone to prove themselves on a zero ping connection and to say, you know what, yeah, we can bring it online, but we're also gods on LAN. We can take it to anyone. But we're going to have to see who's the better of the 2 LAN teams here today between Infamous and Darksided. You know, I keep on going back to Darksided. They're in a hot run of form right now. But then again, obviously, that was all yesterday. Today, they're fresh. They haven't been able to warm up for very long, just as much as the Infamous boys haven't either. And I feel like this one could definitely just come down to who's able to warm up the quickest.
Oh, totally. It's a new dawn. It's a new day for these guys. They're going to be playing fresh. They have had a chance to warm up a tiny bit, but this is going to be the first time that the games really matter. And James, as you said, it's losers bracket. 1 series loss, and you are going home early here at the CWL Open 1. Sydney has been absolutely lit for the last 2 days. I mean, it's been raining like crazy, but we have seen some absolutely delightful Call of Duty gameplay, and I've got a good feeling we're about to see a ton more. Darksided versus Infamous. Retaliation Hardpoint is going to be game number 1. Let's get this one underway with Spades.
Spades on your screen to start things off, and he is going to be going down towards that bridge side of things, potentially with the MV4. He's looking for long-range engagements down the left-hand side of the bridge. Spots up a couple players, able to find the first kill there, but it will be Darksided to get the first couple of points here.
Yeah, Perko now coming on through cuts. He's got a couple of kills from behind. This is a really great position for him to be in. That's all 4 dead for Infamous. Spades the only one on respawn now. We're on board with Darksided. Perko watching that cut-off point. He's going to be watching the rear now. He's got a couple of players coming in from behind him in Graves, actually. So that was Flares. He's going to engage. Does get dropped immediately by Flares. We'll have a quick look at Kitty now. This is Envious on your screen. Also making a play for that hard point. The first hard point has been all Darksided so far. 20 seconds on the board. Infamous haven't quite managed to show up just yet, but it's very early days at this point.
Able to get a nade kill there, Envious, and he's going to push into the hill as well. Get some points on the board. He's also got his Scarab now, and he's starting things off quite hot. 3 for 1. At the beginning of this game. With only 7 seconds remaining though, you're really needing to look towards getting those market spawns to be able to hold lower street.
Yeah, we'll jump on board with Cones, who's trying to get those... sorry, it's actually Brownie's trying to make something happen. There's a lower street just gone down. He's actually getting the flanks there on the guys on plat. This is a big turn. Doesn't manage to make it work for himself. Perko now down low, trying to get a sneaky play here. He's got shots out. Brilliant job catching Spades off guard there, and he's going to get that first kill. Can't get the second. Brownie now coming in from above. Slow spawns for him. He's going to try to make this work out for his team. Again, the score line has flipped. This has been a great hard point for Infamous, 27-22. We're seeing how this one plays out. Brownie now in control. Slow and steady setup, James. Things are looking pretty good for the boys blue.
Infamous are definitely working on those spawns. They're helping them get back into the fight quickly and effectively here. Azzy, he's going to be able to find that kill on the player who was in the hill, and the second one who pushes him onto patio. I don't know why Cones wasn't looking out for Azzy's position here, but the last few seconds of scrap time here, 15 of them still spawning way out in Broken is Darkside and Infamous. They're looking very nicely set up going into this Cathedral hardpoint.
Look, we've got one player of Infamous in position to hold down that next setup for the spawns. They want to get those market spawns again for the graveyard site, and this is a big push here. Spades managed to get 2. Perko manages to get those kills for Darksided, and now Cathedral's up. We do have Infamous just on the offensive. We'll have a quick look at Envious as he's coming in, trying to get those players on the cutoff point. He probably won't be able to make anything happen here, but big shots out from him. Does a great job of getting the turn there, but not able to keep that one going. So it early starts here for Infamous. They're looking good in this one, James. 34 for Darksided. I love this spot from Flares. I did not know you could get up there, and then like the shockwave to get down very, very quickly and put himself out of trouble. Nice heads up play.
Yeah, definitely using his perks to his advantage and his trait for that for that rig there. Flares and Spades now, they're going to be getting all the time, allowing their teammates to push up for some map control. 25 seconds remaining on this hill, so if you can see on the minimap, Azzy, he's rotating all the way around into the Broken, ready for that hill to rotate there, and he's not going to be able to find the kill. That's off screen. Meanwhile, Perko and Cones are combining for some to try and stop this attempt from Infamous to get the spawns going into the Broken hardpoint. And you can see on the minimap right now, Darksided, they've got complete control over this backside of the map.
Yeah, superb start from them. We missed the kill on Azzy. Azzy losing that 1v1 here against Perko. Now Perko in full control of Destroyed Building. It's going to be the push coming in from Darksided. Big shots out for the first one. First kill goes in the favor of Darksided, but it's back and forth already. Azzy on a 7... Wait, Spades is on a 7 kill streak. Oh my good lord. He's had his wheat bix this morning. There's actually kill streaks coming in from himself there. He didn't manage to net anything with that, but we know he got the intel he needed for his team.
Azzy and Co are working very nicely together as a squad here. Spades, he's going absolutely off. 7 kill streak. Can he increase that as he goes on? And you can see he's only 75 points away from that water, and if he gets that, that could be game-changing. He's going to get the kill there. So Spades, so early in this one, only 11 kills to his name, but he's already got a damn warden.
Oh my goodness, and I think he may be holding on to that one. He probably doesn't need to drop it now. 133 to 40. He can save that towards the late game. Once they crack 200, you bring a warden onto the field, that's going to completely change everything. Yeah. I cannot believe this is the second time we've seen a warden here at CWL Sydney Open 1. I mean, this has been insane. These PlayStations are on fire right now. These players are playing out of their skin. We'll have a quick look at Brownie, who hasn't made too much of a big impact in this game so far. 5 and 12 for him. He does have a bit of time on the board. We're going to see if he can't make something happen here. He's trying to lock down his outside spawns. Hotel Hallway is going to fall straight into the hands of the likes of Infamous. We'll have a quick look at Flares, who's making those fights happen through mid. Big wins there on the plat there. Brownie now coming in through the rears, trying to make something happen. Looks like we've actually got Darksided in control. He didn't need to actually do too much there, so he's got that back door covered. He has lobby watched. He's got a player in behind. Oh, wow. Somebody just got a multi-kill. Perko actually just took down the entire team. Brilliant stuff from him. So, you know, Darksided already killing this one.
Yep. 5 kill streak for Perko, the man on a mission, trying to get his team back into this one. They've got complete control over the hotel hallways, not allowing Infamous a single footstep into that hard point. But as I say that, they do break the hill, and it's going to be 15 seconds of scrap time that they might be able to get, but Cones is able to find Envious, so that breaks that chance. 10 seconds going to be going to Darksided here, but Infamous, they need to look to rotate now back over towards the bridge. One player there was trying to do so, Azzy, but he will get gunned by Yosh. Perko going down as well. Conzo answering back onto Envious, and this is looking a little bit bad for Infamous. They've gone 4 down, and they need to recuperate here.
Well, look, it was looking bad for Infamous, but they've just dropped that Warden in play, and now there's kill streaks coming out. They're using the kill streaks to try to kill the Warden, and then all 3 shots from the Trinity Rocket hit that Warden, so you know that his health is going to be significantly decreased. Spades has still got a bombardment in his back pocket, and oh wow, look at that heads-up play. Down. It went straight down. The players took that one out clean, and you know, one thing I've noticed, as he's very quick on the rotations. He manages to get there very early. He's in the right position, but he's just losing those gun battles. So as if he can pick up that 1v1 play, I really think this is going to help push Infamous even further into the lead.
Right now, no one contesting that hard point. They're just sort of circling around each other here, but Infamous, another 2 down towards them, is not going to help their cause. And as I say that, Azzy is going to fall to his death as well. But meantime, 13 seconds remaining. Now's the time for the rotations. Get that market spawn control, and you can see on your mini-map, it's all dark-sided. Infamous, they're getting some scrap time, and they need to push up the map, get map control. Perko, he's going to come face-to-face with Flares here in a second. If he's not careful, Flares is going to get absolutely outgunned there, and it will go down that way. Perko now, he's just going to wait it out for his teammates to respawn around him. Infamous, though, they've been able to get those market spawns that I talked about, which is so influential going on this hard point here and onto the next one. If you can maintain them for the whole time there, you are set up perfectly.
Great pinch there from Brownie and Cones. They managed to get right in the middle of that one, and again, working in tandem perfectly together. They took down 3 members between the 2 of them there of Infamous. So Infamous may be in the lead at the moment, but Dark-Sided coming back strong. Market spawns fell into the favor of Infamous. So with Infamous in position like that, they're already going to be in a great spot to push on through. But look, Dark-Sided cleaning these kills up. It was positionally the Infamous, they were in advantage there. But look, Dark-Sided, great shots coming out from both sides of the board. Big kills either way. So James, we're back to 191 to 95. Dark-Sided, not out of this yet.
I feel like Infamous sort of started going for 1v1 gunfights, losing them, and sometimes even 1v2s. They were going up in the face of Dark-Sided, not working out in their favor there, so they did get the spawns flipped. But as I say that, some kill streaks come out from Flares. He gets 2 with the Trinity Rockets, and he tries to go for a 3rd. Not going to happen, but Infamous have been able to take back the spawns, take control of the Cathedral Hill, and now they're just piling on that lead. It is over 100 points here. They are trying to just shut this game down as quickly as possible.
Yep, on board now with Kitty, who's going to be contending with a few members of Dark-Sided, pushing him through towards this Cathedral hard point. Spades gets 2, Azzy gets 1, that's all down. Spades has been having an incredible game so far, although his Warden, it came out early, but it didn't necessarily do too much damage. Now, Kitty using this, okay, he was going to use that Scarab. Perfect position to do it though. He's sitting still in the hill, he's in the hard point, he's going to rack up that time while buying a little bit of information for his team, and maybe even a kill out of it. So why the hell not? Kitty's still on your screen there, his active camo is ready, Azzy's payload is also at hand should he need it, but this is looking mighty strong for the likes of Infamous. Dark-Sided, they kind of just fell off of the map. They just stopped pushing hard, and after this camo play, I don't think there's too much more they can do between Flares and Spades. This one is over. 250 to 95. Game 1 to Infamous. Looking mighty strong here on Retaliation Hardpoint.
Gentlemen, this is supposed to be one of our premier matchups for the start of the losers bracket for today, but Dark-Sided still asleep at the sticks as Infamous really give him a spanking and make him start producing a few tears as they get 100-point club there, 250 to 95. James, we expect a little bit more out of Dark-Sided in that one.
I was, honestly. I don't really know where they went. Sometimes, you know, they did manage to get some good control over some spawns to be able to get rotations back onto the hard point as quickly as possible, but Infamous just broke it way too easily, and especially after Spades got consistent score streaks, he was just